So this is what we call the pollo empanizado, breaded chicken. Starts off really simple. You gotta get chicken breast, fillet it, milk. You gotta put garlic salt, let it marinate overnight, soak. You got your flour, you got your egg wash. You're essentially just breading. The thinner it is, the better it cooks. The end result should look like this. The kind of breadcrumbs that are being used for this are the breadcrumbs Progresso. It has to be Italian style. Cannot be plain. Right. Here it goes first, guy. No, you don't want the temperature to be too high. What ends up happening is the top gets burnt. Internally, it doesn't cook thoroughly. Remember, chicken has to be cooked at 165 degrees for at least 5-10 minutes to fully kill all the bacteria. Right now, I'm lowering the heat. This is how it should look from beginning to end. You marinate it. Has milk, sal de ajo. Sal de ajo is garlic salt. If you don't have garlic salt, you could easily make your own if you have a spice rack with garlic powder and salt. Essentially, that's what it is. Give it a 50-50 ratio. We'll go ahead and flip this, guys. This is my favorite food. It's time consuming, it's easy, it's delicious, it's very workable. You can make a sandwich out of this. You can serve this on salad. The next day, it's still good. You could strip it up. Fuck chicken nuggets when you can make your own Mexican nuggets. These are non-GMO. The trick here is to use a certain hand for a certain action. If not, you're gonna get it lumpy. So it goes from wet to dry to wet to dry. And then it goes from wet to dry, from wet to dry, from dry to fry. Just look at this. It has to be crunchy on the outside. The inside has to be cooked well. Since these are thicker pieces, I'm giving it another 2 or 3 minutes per side for they to fully cook. Even when they're here, they're still cooking internally. All the heat is fully helping cook whatever was not cooked inside at all. Remember about cross-contamination? poultry is one of the most dangerous foods you could work with in the kitchen as far as contamination. 165 degrees. If you're not sure if you're cooking it well, put a thermometer in here. It should read 165 or higher. A very time-consuming process. Alright, we'll follow a video up on a more thorough, but I mean, if you have kitchen experience, you'll basically know that this is just garlic, salt, milk, your fillet. You could also already buy them cut, so you're just gonna throw them in there. You're trying to aim for marinating time, at least 1 day. We left this overnight, so soaked up a lot of the garlic salt. Is gonna have flavor, unless you want really bland chicken with no flavor. This goes really well with a macaroni salad. I usually like to have it with a salad and a side macaroni salad, where I'm gonna make a really bomb salsa right now. I'm gonna make a salsa verde. Got some tomatillos going on. Regular tomatoes. I suggest using the Roma tomato. This kind of tomato actually makes your salsa come out a little bit more tomatoey rather than come out sweet. The bigger tomatoes are more for sweeter salsa. Notice how these are a little bit extra cooked. They're thicker pieces, so I don't mind the little burnt edges. I just want it to be very well cooked thoroughly. From wet to dry, from dry to wet to dry, from dry to fry. And then you got the Andersons. Alright, this is Chef Vegan Bear with another vlog. This is more like an in-home edition.